Let's start off with the play you see on your screen. This is going to be a man coverage play, kind of a fun play here. So, man coverage. So, what happens here? Dart takes the snap, and very quickly he says, well, wait a second. If it's covered 2-man, there's 2 safeties who are far away. You didn't have 5 other coverage players who are each looking at the guy they're supposed to cover, not looking at the quarterback on this play. If you can just, and also there's a way for him to get outside the pocket, maybe just run and pick up the first down. Makes sense. I totally get the logic behind it. Doesn't work out. You see that he's going to try and use athleticism. It was a big part of him last week. Not quite able to get through. Hey, those NFL defensive linemen, they're a different animal, right? I mean, they can close in a hurry. Not quite able to make that play work. Also, there were some plays that didn't work, but I still kind of liked. For example, this next one, what's going to happen is, so this is going to be a zone coverage concept. You have a one-on-one matchup on the outside right here, and watch what happens. So Dart takes a snap. He's looking at this one-on-one, and I kind of like how he's going to make this throw, where he sees, okay, is there separation? Not really. But the interesting thing is with the Jets player turning his back away from the ball, you essentially can make a throw and allow your receiver to look at the ball and make a play when the defensive back can't. Watch how he takes this chance, makes a nice throw, and there was a real opportunity for that to be complete. It didn't work out, but I like that chance there by Jaxson Dart. I really do, even if it ultimately was not successful. Of course, we saw some just like good running the offense plays, I thought, from Dart, albeit maybe some preseason windows that you don't quite see. Hey, sometimes just easier in the third quarter of a preseason game versus the regular season. Zone coverage, you have a receiver going over the middle. Dart takes the snap, and I mean, this is very open. But hey, if you're a quarterback, you can't apologize for a guy being open, right? What do you got to do? You got to take advantage of this kind of thing. He makes this throw, I would actually say a little bit late, right? Receiver took a hit that he did not have to take there. You want to protect your receiver. Get the ball out a little bit quicker. I know I'm being nitpicky here, but that is a real thing. You would like to see him get the ball out quicker. But hey, again, the preseason, you're trying to learn this stuff. But yeah, still got the ball in his receiver's hands down the field. And really, I thought he did after this one play where he was a little bit slow. I thought the timing got much better. Like this next play, for example, it's going to be one of those classic zone coverage. You have play action, have a receiver going over the middle type of plays. These are plays that can often work as the play action can get linebackers out of position. You throw over the top of them. Dart's going to take the snap, and again, you see, I mean, this is just, the whole offense is working at a high level at this point. Dart makes this throw. They're able to get a touchdown on that one. Good stuff by the entire Giants there, not just Dart, but everyone as a whole being able to make that play work. But again, evaluating Jaxson Dart, these are layups, but you know what? First things first, for an NFL quarterback, you got to hit the layups, and that's what he's doing. I could show a couple more. Honestly, he was just consistent, right? This one, that's a nice, accurate throw, allows your receiver to not just make the catch because there was a window there, but allow him to make a catch and continue running, get yards after the catch. So, again, being accurate like that really helps. That's a really good play. You also have this one where he's going to run to play action, and you see, throwing off balance, but that accuracy, right? Again, these aren't high degree of difficulty plays. They're not, but they're not. These aren't layups, I would say. These are I don't know, maybe a mid-range 2, right? Free throws, I guess. Plays that you have to, you want to see your quarterback make, but the consistency in which he's making them is the good part here. And not just that, but going over to a play like this. So this is going to be a 3rd down and 7 here for the Giants. And so, okay, important to make this play work. It's going to be a zone coverage concept, and I actually think that what Dart does here is really interesting. So he takes snap, and the Jets were kind of disguising as though it wasn't going to be zone, and now because of that, they're trying to get back, right? They want to cover, really ideally, that yellow line. They want to cover the first down marker. And so as they're going back, Dart's essentially just going to say, okay, if you're giving me this much space, well, let's just take advantage of it. Watch as he just tosses it underneath, and they actually pick up a first down. Nice move by the back there, but ultimately it's a smart play by Dart because even if they get tackled a yard or two short, well, now you have the opportunity to go for it if you want, and you're in field goal range realistically at that point, so you can try and take a field goal. So either way, it's just a smart play by Jaxson Dart to read all of that. And also this next one, I started off with a running play that didn't work out. I'm not really sure why. That's just how I happen to organize these plays. So now let's go to the other way, a scramble that is going to work out. So First things first, watch the pressure off the edge. It's going to be a play action, so you actually have a guard pulling to block the player off the edge here. However, once this begins, you see how he's trying to get around the guard, but what does that mean? Around the guard, but what does that mean for Dart here? Well, there is kind of a weird pathway where he can maybe get outside the pocket. You don't know if this is going to work, but like it's an opportunity here, so that's what he's going to do. Watch, as you see, does step outside, is able to show that he can really move in the pocket very well and make that work. Now, I gotta say, right here, like, listen, I've seen him do this a couple times now. I get that you're trying to win a starting job. I understand that. You are, currently not playing and you want to play. Yeah, I get it. And hey, yes, he was a first rounder, but he was a later first rounder. There's no guarantee that you're just going to start no matter what. If he wants to earn it, right? I get it. Still don't do this. Watch him just, lower the shoulder and take the hit there. It's like, it's the preseason. No one's going to get mad at you for sliding. Again, I get it. I understand the appeal and why he wants to do something like that, but I just don't think that's the right play there. I really don't. I think that you got to be a little bit better at protecting yourself. So yeah, I mean, ultimately, how do I view Dart's performance? Well, like, listen, the numbers are fantastic, right? I don't know if I'm quite up to what the numbers were, even though I'm a pretty pro Jaxson Dart, guy in terms of I liked him a lot more than other people did coming out of college. Although ultimately I try to be as unbiased as possible in these things. I still thought he played well, right? You can't hold it against him that guys were open a lot in this game, right? What's he supposed to do? He's supposed to hit the open guy. That's what he's doing. So you can't hold it against him, right? So ultimately, I thought he played well. He was able to hit the open guys. He didn't really make any mistakes in this game. Like, he did make a couple of mistakes in the last game. Looked really clean out there. And to be honest, I do think he probably has the backup job at this point, right? He's getting second team reps. He's playing well with them. I still think it's Russell Wilson, but, if things do go belly up and they're having a bad year, I wouldn't be shocked if Dart gets some playing time year one, which heading into this situation, I kind of thought just wasn't going to happen. Not saying it's for sure going to happen, just I think it's possible. Again, there's another preseason game. We'll see what happens there. He has opportunity to raise his stock or lower his stock, but really all these young quarterbacks I feel like are playing well. Like, Shadur played well. Dylan Gabriel, I thought, even though his numbers weren't good, played well today. A lot of guys played well. Jalen Milroe showed some nice things. So, yeah, but I like what I saw from Dart. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.